Hi, class. This serves as a update for the course as well as our Word 1A grader. I'm seeing a lot of us have not kept up with our PowerPoint work. I'm not extending the due dates again without a written understanding of why the work is not being caught up. To those of you that have finished the work, great job. To those of you who've communicated to me and worked together with me on due dates and such, thank you. But taking an online course, you have to budget enough time to be able to get the work done as well as your other classes. Um, yeah, so this is Ash Wednesday week, start of Lent for the Catholic Church. My Wednesday will be filled with that, but I'm off the rest of the week. If you need anything from me, please just text or email. I will check my emails at least once a day. But we need to get up and catch up with our work. It's going to snowball. These things take a while to do. And if you don't keep up with them, it's really going to snowball into something that neither you nor I want. So with that, I'm going to share my screen and we'll do the 1A grader. Okay, so I've started my exercise when I download my materials. So we have instructions, which we're going to use a textbook for, our working file, and 2 documents we're going to have to work with. So I'm going to download all those and then go to my downloads folder. And I'm going to open up mine. And I'm going to enable editing. Okay. We're going to create a new document and insert text, insert format graphics, modify text boxes, and preview and print the document. Our video to go along with the work. Okay, so we're being told to download our files and the instructions, which we're going to do it together. And our file document is going to look like this. So for project 1A, we're going to need a new blank document with font set to Aptos 11 point, these 2 files. And this is for Microsoft 365 for PC and the Mac. It is not for the web version of the application, so we do need to download a version to do this. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is create a new document. I'm going to go on the home tab in the paragraph group. So I'm going to show you around Word, and I can do this. Well, first, our ribbon looks pretty much similar to what it did in PowerPoint. Our file gets us to the same kind of backstage view. Info takes us to the same place where we can tag and save. We can also print from here. We have our copy and paste clipboard as we had before. All of our fonts are here. We see our font is properly set already. We're asked to tick this P. We didn't have P in our PowerPoint. These remind you of when you first started to, I'm going to clear this stuff out here. Okay. I have Copilot enabled up for me. You won't have this. So the first thing that we were told to do was start a new document, which we did with that tip. We did select show hide P that has active with the format display. If the rulers don't display, our rulers do display. So now we want to enter internship opportunities and hit enter 2 times. Good. Then we're going to enter this text. So the type ahead you've seen on my screen was because of Copilot. You will have to type all that. When we move to a different line in Word, Microsoft Word, you see we automatically move to a second line is based on the margins, which we have set here and here. I should take you through the rest of Word. It is our typing platform that's used to make and edit documents, such as your resume or cover letter or just maybe a shopping list. When we have these little arrows, we can expand the section for a bigger view of what we need to do. Keep in mind how some things look similar, our bulleted list, our increase and decrease priority in our cursor position. We have styles. You won't have Adobe Acrobat. I have it installed on mine and some other stuff. Insert again is where we're going to insert anything and everything. And we're going to bet we have footers again. Draw we're not going to get into. Design is where we should change the look and feel of a document in general. Layout we're really not going to touch, but we do margins here, and we can change orientation. Orientation will be big when we work in Excel. References, we're going to learn how to make things like bibliographies and citations. Mailings we're not going to do. Review, we're going to look at spelling and grammar. We're going to look at thesaurus. We're going to look at check accessibility. View is different things we can view on our screen. And we have help. So let's come back to our working document. And back to our instructions. So select the spacebar key and then review the text you entered. And we have default font and size. We have our paragraph. We have the marks. So now we're going to insert text from another document. So on the ribbon, we're going to go to insert. Let's see. We're seeing fonts and things we have to look at. We see the non-printed characters and dots between the words. So yeah. So whenever we insert, we're going to insert through our insert tab, which is right here. And it wants us to go under the text group, which is right here. And we want the object button. So let's take a look. Object. I'm going to go down now and we're going to text from file. And we're going to go to my downloads because it's where I put our stuff. And I believe it's going to be week 1.0a text. I'm correct with that. I'm going to hit insert, and a whole bunch of words came up for our paragraph. And we look exactly like we're supposed to. We're going to save our document. Let's see if we can go back to this view. Now we're going to insert modified text boxes. We're going to select the first paragraph of text, including our paragraph mark. To do selections, we can do outside here in the margin, or we can do it manually like this. I can drag, but I'm going to include our mark down to there. Sorry. We'll be able to include in the paragraph mark, drag and select the first paragraph of text, which is supposed to be internship opportunities. In home tab, we're going to go to font and font. We're going to go to the text effects and typography. We want the third row, first effect, third row, first effect. And the font group, we want to change our size to 40. We have to type it. Now we're being told to center it. And we shouldn't have this tick mark, so we'll get rid of this. Paragraph and center. That should be back here. We want to select our text again. And we're going to go back to our font group and text effects and typography again. We're going to go shadow. And then we're going to go over to outer. We want the second row, third style. Second row, third style. And we're going to click and we're going to save. And I forgot to change the color of this in step 4. So font group, font color button. We want the theme colors, 5th column. So how I know I missed a step because my document didn't look like. I'm sorry for that. So after we centered the internship opportunities, we should have changed its color. Then we changed it to shadow and outer. And I'm going to hit save again. And now I will certainly match. Now we're going to insert a picture. In the paragraph that begins with applicants for social media integration, click to position the insert point at the beginning of the paragraph so that it is blinking to the left of the word applicants. Sorry, you hear in the background, my wife's watching U.S. women's hockey versus Sweden right now. So we have our cursor blinking. We're going to go to insert. And we're going to go pictures, this device, and lines and downloads. And we're being told to one OA media. Right here. And hit insert. And there's our picture. Below the picture in the alt text bar, select approve, which we don't have available to us, so we don't have to do it. If it's not displayed, we're going to right click and view all text. In the right of the document, alt text pane verified that a person headphones sitting in keyboard displays. So we're going to told to enter our text. For me, it doesn't show up. So a person in headphones sitting at a keyboard. Displays. There. Check again. This is pane. Do we notice the sizing handles? We have another pop-up menu to give layout options, which we can choose. Notice we have picture format now in our ribbon. We're being told to save the document. We have a rotation handle, which also will change things for us and be able to turn it left to right, clockwise and all. Now we're going to resize our picture. So we're going to go in the view. And we want to, we would have our rulers up, but if we didn't, we would open up like this and our ruler would be checked. So it goes away, it's back in. We're being told that the lower right corner of the picture point to the size and handle until our two arrows displays. And we're going to continue to drag up to the left until the bottom graphic is aligned at 5 inches on the vertical ruler. You read about that? Now we're going to change the size of the picture. So we're going to go to picture format. And the size section here. We're going to choose the shape height box. And we're going to add a 2.1 here. And enter. You see our picture has changed size. And we are alike. We're going to save. Now we're going to wrap text around this picture to make it more like a book or a magazine. Remember, our instructions are right here. With our picture selected, we're going to be using our picture format. We don't work here. And we're going to use our layout options, which are right here. So our instructions are this. We have our layout options. We hit that button. From the gallery with text wrapping right here, we want square, which is the first one. And notice the text is changed its position. We're going to hit X to close that and hit save. Now we're going to position the picture. We have to select the picture, and we're going to go back to picture format. And we want to go to the arrange group, which is here. We're going to select position and more layout options. Over here. We got position chosen under horizontal, which is the first section of our dialog box. We want to select, right? We're going to choose alignment. And then we're going to do the select arrow to move it to the right relative to the margin. So we're going to go here, right, and margin. Okay. Now we're going to do vertical, same place. And we're going to do alignment, top relative to line, so position. Vertical alignment, top relative to line, and hit OK. So with all this position and more layout options. Yeah, we're going to save. Yeah, we can move on. Now we're going to apply picture effects. So we're going to make sure our screen is big enough for you to see. We're going to picture format. And we're going to be under adjust or styles, which is what we're going to do first. We're going to select picture effects, which is this icon with the full screen. You can go here. And then we want soft edges. We want 5 point. So picture. Picture effect, soft edges, variations, 5 point. Picture effect, soft edges, and 5 point. And then we've done that. So again, that was in picture effects. We can put borders in as well, change the layout, and do these styles that we see here or others. Back here. And we can save. Now do artistic effects, which are right here under picture format and adjust. So we have a live preview and see the changes to the picture. As I again need you can see the picture changes. The fourth row, we want the second effect. Texturizer. And we hit save. Now we're going to place a border around this picture. which will be right here. So we're being told, oh, we're going to do a page border, not a picture border. Okay, that's fine. So to do this kind of insert, so we're being told insert a page border. Click anywhere outside the picture to deselect it. We're going to go to design. And we have this, what am I trying to say, ribbon. We can see we have styles and themes. You want to go to the page background group, which is all the way to your right. This will get out of the picture. Sorry about that. Design, page borders, and it wants box. We choose box. Borders and shading. Settings box under style. Scroll the list and select the 7 double lines. The styles we want 7. I believe it's this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Except one color, and that will be this column first color. And we're going to apply the whole document. We've got everything chose properly. I'm going to hit OK. We're told to be able to do Control and Home at the same time. There is a Mac tip for this. Command plus function plus what? For me, I can do Control and Home. Top of the document again. We're going to save our document. Now we're going to insert a shape and modify text boxes. So we're being told position the insertion point in the blank paragraph below the title. USA hockey scored again for the women. We're going to hit enter 4 times for more space. Okay. So we're going to do Control N to get to the end of the document. Just put it here. Should my mouse be sorry. We're at the end. We're going to insert an illustrations group right here. And we're going to enter a text box, I believe. We're going to enter shapes and get this gallery, which we do. We're going to do rectangles. The second shape. Position insert point near the left margin at 8 inches on the vertical. This one, well, 2 pages instead of one. One. So this is where the paragraph should be. So let's say eight. I'm gonna draw them. Location's not important, it says, and one by one. So the picture itself is going to shape format. And where to be positioned and aligned in these. But let's go position and more layout options. We're going to select horizontal and alignment. It's going to be centered. Relative to page. For vertical, we're going to do absolute position, which already is. I'm going to type 0.45. Paragraph and hit OK. And notice where it puts our dialog box. We're going to change our height to 1.5. And our width to 4.5. Down marks. Okay. We're going to enter text into this shape. We're going to select the shape and type to set up an interview. We'll do this. So we click anywhere in the shape, and we'll get the cursor. So to set up an interview. That is Intel Media Tech. We want to select text. And I have a shortcut for Windows as Control A, which I've done. We can just click and drag. We're going to do bold font. So we're going to font and bold. And we're going to increase the font size to 16 point. And we're going to go to color, font color. We want the second color, first one, so black. We're going to go back to shape format. To the shape styles group right here. We want the shape fill arrow, which is right here. And we want the fifth column, second color. Fifth column, second color. Shape outline now.
What are you doing?
Cool. Oh, that's where I was. Shape format, shape style, shape fill. We want to do that. We want shape outline arrow. Shape outline. We wanted fifth column, first color. And we look exactly the same. Hit save. Now we're going to insert a text box. Now we want to go to the top of our document. And we're going to insert this text box. Click the position and insertion point in the first paragraph below the document title. Then we're going to do insert text box and then draw a text box. Draw a text box. And we're being told left margin at 1 inch on the vertical, drag down to the right, and create one that's 1.5 by 4 inches wide. We're gonna enter this text in our text box. And I think this is where I needed the other shapes before. And then just go up here. Or maybe not. It is, so it's supposed to be in there. I'm sure that's what I'm sorry. So please follow with the directions. My font, my screen view is all kind of messed up. So you do need that 4 paragraph points after our title, but don't delete those if you already did. Now in my text box near the right place, I'm going to type okay. Interviews will be held Friday and Saturday. Size and position, our text box in the format of text. Equal with what we have here. We told point to the text box border to display our pointer. In the space below the internships opportunities title, drag the text box until the horizontal green alignment guide displays above the first paragraph and the vertical green alignment displays the center of the page. Not like such. Between hard and good. We're going to do shape format now. And then the arrange group. What other options are making my screen a little harder to work with? The shape format. The arrange group. We want position and more layout options. Horizontal alignment, centered to page, alignment, centered to page. And then vertical or absolute position box, 1.1. The margin. A layout dialog box. have to go to size now. And height. We want 1 here for height. And then on the width, 4. We're gonna hit OK. And now it's exactly where it should be based on the assignment. With the shape still selected, we're gonna go to shape styles group and more in the theme styles. Theme styles. First row, second style. First row, second style. Shape format, we're going to go to shape effects and shadow. And outer, first row, first effect. Now we're going to select all the text in the box, change our font to 12, bold and centered. Bold, 12, centered. Go outside of the text box and hit save. I'm going to untick these. And we save our document, we're done. Now we're gonna add a file name in our footer, which we've had experience with in PowerPoint. So we're gonna go to insert, just like we did with edit in PowerPoint. We're gonna go to footer and edit footer. We have a dialog box down here. We have header and footer tools up in our menu options in our ribbon. We're being told at the bottom edge of the page, right click. And then we're gonna go to edit footer. We're going to insert, and we want document info. We want file name. We're going to close out of that and save our document. Go to pen and footer, save. Document properties and printing. We're going to go to our backstage view, to info, show all properties at the bottom. We want tags, internship, comment, announcement. Subject box, our course. We go to print. We see our print preview. We see our number of pages down here. We have our Zoom settings right here. Zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. So we would print, we would hit print to our default printer. And we can exit out of here and hit save. And we can submit our assignment. Thank you for bearing with me and my loss of direction during our recording. I hope this helps. And let's get our PowerPoint work caught up on. All right, everyone, thank you.